Welcome, and looks like the stronger US dollar is playing out, pushing the precious metals down and sort of pegging the base metals as well, but the grains are looking fine to the upside. So with the gold market here, if we've got the wave count correct, then we'll be looking at wave 4 moving back down, which would be the 38.2 retracement level, which would be from wave 2. So we'd be looking at back at the 1300 here for that. So that's what we can expect here. There is a slight chance that that this wave 5 here is still got more to go, one more push to go up here to get this little top here, but I don't think we should bank on that while the US dollar is moving up off its lows. But as I mentioned, with the US dollar, you may not have seen that, but I'll just go over that here. This is the US dollar here. We're looking for support here. It does appear that we've got 1, 2, 3 here. Normally we can't look further than that. If we get 5 waves here, we'll get 5 waves here. However, this second set of 5 waves is stronger, like a third wave personality, so we're likely to get a 4th and a 5th. And if we do get that 5 waves here, then after a corrective phase here, then we'll get another 5 waves here. And of course, if that's the case, that's going to put pressure on the on the metals. So coming back to gold here, that's why we would see a possibility of this actually moving further down through to here, such there, and that would be the same for silver as well. But with silver's count here, I can still see that we're still in we've got wave 5 of 3 here, but an A, B, C for 4 here, coming back to the wave 4, 1 lesser degree. So yes, it will come down. So we've just got to see how it pans out. Now, once again here, this can be an A and a B and a C wave moving down to here. But we also need to be mindful that if we get 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, the 5 waves here will give us a larger picture to the downside, and we'll get a counter trend of 3 here and then another 5 here. So very important what occurs in the US dollar and what occurs here in these patterns. The copper market is still struggling at 330, and the move up here currently is still in 3 waves. We don't have 5 waves to the upside, so we can't call it up there, but we're kind of hopeful that it is. So we just need time to work through that. But yeah, we're just sort of looking at, I might have to bring this wave 5 here, even though it didn't make a new high here, into play here, and looking for a larger correction back into this trend line area through here with a higher US dollar. But let's just see how that plays out. Yeah, it's not, 330 is resistance, it's not support, so we can't say base metals are supported to the upside. The 325 here is very important, and more important is the 323 area through here as supporting this whole trend up through here. So you can see here that we do have a trend, and and the trends and the corrections in through here are expanding. So it is expanding to the upside. So we just don't want to see a breakdown in the trend, and the 325 would be the first, serious crack in the pavement, so to speak, and the 323 here would confirm that a larger move to the downside is occurring. The oil market, as you know, we're looking to the upside at the 103 area for the target there, and that seems to have played out through there. Now, in the wave count coming up here, I've labelled it more positive than normal. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here, 1 and 2 here, and then the whole third wave up here. So third wave is of 5 waves as well, and it would be the wave 1 and wave 2 here, the 5 waves in blue for the third wave, the fourth wave, and we're looking for the 5th wave to move up here yesterday. So the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, and the 5. So we're very close to a top there. So if you are long in oil, then look to lock in any profits around the current highs here, and we'll expect a wave 4 to move back. A wave 4 can move back 38.2% of the length of wave 3 here, or to the wave 4 of 1 lesser degree. So it can certainly come back to to the 100 here. I just suggest that while the US dollar is doing what it's doing, I think we should just allow this, take money off the table, allow this to play out here. The gas market that we've been looking at as well has moved up really strongly here. We saw it basically in here the other day, and or maybe up here, but you know, up for 1, back for 2, up for 3, back for 4, and up for 5, and that's kind of what we wanted really. Even though we've missed that nice run here, we're just starting to tune into this market. But you know, after 5 waves off the low here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, then we'll get an A and a B and a C here, and that's where we want to be here. We want to start looking to build a trade into this little section here, because this third wave up here will be longer than this one here. So all very good and interesting. So we'll just continue to watch that play out, and it's good that it moved up there quickly. I'm happy about that because it just saves us less time. We'll get quicker to this point here now. Okay, the soybean market. This is a weekly chart. I just want to point out what's critical and what's not. This low here, just above the 1250 here, this particular low here, this is the critical point here. As long as this stays in place, then we've got a major bull trend to the upside. And what we're looking at, as you know, we're looking for 5 waves up there, and that had been running with, well, slightly sort of running with the US indices somewhat, and we've been looking up for wave 1 and wave 2. Now we've got a closing price on the daily chart here that is below the opening. So normally when you get this type of bar here as such, that looking like that, it's a turn in the trend, so to speak, or, you know, profit taking going on, and it's certainly it's a turning bar, put it that way. So just drilling into here somewhat, as you know, we were looking, just going back through here a little bit, from up for 1, back for 2, 3, 4, and then up for 5 here. And in 5, there was 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. So look, I think that top is in play there now as well. A bit like the US indices, same sort of thing here. If I'm wrong, then this would just pull back 60% back into here and move up from 50, 60, move back, come into this little area here and move up from that point there, and this would be up for 1 here, alternative 1, back for 2 here, and this up for 1, back for 2, and up for 3, back through here. But either way, wave 2 can move back to this area. Well, let's just highlight that. This back down here, this is the 50-60% area down through here. So this is how far the market can pull back. So if you're thinking of taking profit or want to take profit, then this is the time to do it here. Okay. Otherwise, just hold on to the position. You know, it's like the US indices. They've got to correct now as well, doing an ABC, and then they'll go further to the upside in a stronger wave. So we'll see how it. You know, you have to make a choice. You know, you've got to make your bed and lie in it. You know, so to speak. The wheat market here, I really like this now because we're really starting to see a third wave price action come into play here, and this would look a little bit like this. We can drill into that 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, bring us up to maybe the 6th. Oh no, yeah, I've got to check that, but something like that. So this is all the third wave here, still developing here. So very good, and we continue to go long here using the weekly robo, buying new highs on the weekly bar all the time. The trading levels, we're looking to go long just above here at just above the 600 yesterday. Hold that till you get to 630. Take the money at 630 because there will be a what's the name there? A correction there. There'll also be a correction at the 620 as well, but it'll be a classic trading levels pattern. So just ride it out through there. Let's go in and drill this out a little bit. So yeah, for 1, back for 2. So we got 1, 2, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just for the third wave. So we're looking at 630 just for the third wave, the fourth wave here, and the fifth wave of the third up at 650, which is a medium level. So looking really good. So yeah, just keep that's a good trend. The corn market doing good as well. It's reached our target of 450 here, and we're looking to buy on 450 as well. Getting back to the point as well, this could be a huge trend to the upside, the same as wheat as well. These can be the two best trends that we've got. Of course, orange juice can be as well. However, what we also need to be mindful of is that this move up through here is still in three waves. So it can be an A and a B and C wave here, the alternative wave structure here, and complete here, and then just fold over and not come back. So this is a concern, but the wheat market gives me a little bit hope, seeing it sort of being so strong, and the corn and the wheat will bounce off each other. They've moved up strongly against the US dollar, so maybe the contracts for China have come back on play or something, because they were a bit iffy there at some stage. A bit of toing and froing and whatnot in negotiations. So anyway, one of the things here is we'll be looking for some type of support, first high above the level, some type of correction, some type of support. The other way to do this is, because we quite feel reasonably strongly that it's going to continue moving up, is just to buy at every 10 points, which we have. We've been buying all through these areas through here. But if you've bought through here and at 40 and 41, 42 and 43, we haven't really added from that point, because we knew that we'd get some type of correction here. But you can just buy at the 450 if it pulls back into that area there. But we would expect some type of corrective move coming in through here, which would be a wave 4, and it can pull back to the wave 4 of one lesser degree. So this is the lesser degree here, so it can pull back here. So you'll need to be mindful of that possibility there. But if we can figure it out that it is corrective in a pattern, then we can confirm new highs to be made there as well. So we'll continue adding to the upside. The orange juice, I was a little bit concerned about it in terms of if the 142 became a retested resistance, then we'd need to look lower, and that still may be the case as well in this particular case here. So from wave B, a 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 to here, and then moving up from there. The other case is that while it's really sort of above here, we've got this count here, the A, the B and the C, which is this one here, the A, the B and 5 waves for the C, pegging that low there. So let's just see how that pans out. It's still got a way to go. One of the confirmations would be the 144 finding retested support, and better still the 145. And if the 145 becomes a retested support, then start buying on that and on 146 and so forth, because we'll be moving up from that point. And I wouldn't expect too much time to be spent sitting at the 150 in this particular case. All right, that's it. Cheers.